Man, we got a lot of stuff that we're excited about, and hopefully you're as excited as we are, or you will be after this particular call tonight. There's just so much good stuff going on right now, and with LifeVantage, with just everything that's happening. But first and foremost, congratulations to Chicago. You guys did another great job and took great care of my wife while she's there. I really appreciate that. Okay, you guys are awesome. But two great meetings, Friday night and Saturday. It was I picked up April we got home at midnight last night. It was a long 2 days for her, but I could tell she was tired, but she was really excited. She says, I have a list a mile long of things I got to do tomorrow, but but tonight I got to go to bed. It's like, so it was a great weekend. Jaya, you and Catalina and Lucian and all you guys just did a great job. I see Kim on here somewhere too. She signed up a couple people.
Yeah.
There you are, Kim.
Oh, Kim's people were
Kim, you
so
have Zoom user. It didn't say your name, so I apologize. But it's great job this weekend, and from what I understand, you'll be joining us in New Orleans with one of your new people. So we're excited, with everything that's going on. I just want to mention a couple things, and then I'm going to turn it over to April. She's got a great training for tonight. But if you haven't seen the Big Blue calendar, or if you haven't looked under the events, you need to do it like after the call tonight, because one of the things you got to be looking at, okay, is the different cities that the company is visiting now. And I just put that, up on the screen, but you need to start thinking, really thinking about who in other areas. Okay. I mean, you can start right at the top here, and it says Nebraska, Utah, New Orleans, Helena, Fairfield, that's in California, Atlanta, Phoenix, Sioux Falls, Tomball, Texas is right outside of Houston. Okay, so you see Tomball, just think Houston. All right, Woodbridge, that's New Jersey. So that's New York, New Jersey. Okay, Woodbridge is up towards the northern part. Oak Brook is Chicago. Okay, so we will be back, and we said this last time, April and I and Rachel Pekarik, and I'm hoping she brings her husband Tony, but along with Skylar Fobbs from the company, and Jaya and Dr. Greege and everybody in Chicago for a meeting on the 22nd. Okay, and to me, that's going to be the first real big meeting in Chicago since we've joined LifeVantage. Okay, certainly post-pandemic, but we're going to be at the Residence Inn by Marriott in Oak Brook. So just think about, who in that area. Parkman, Ohio, I believe is outside of Cleveland. Don't hold me to that. The reason I'm saying that, I know Holly and Brian Heidfield are involved with that meeting, and they have a big group of Amish distributors. And I think they're generally just outside of the Cleveland area. So we got Bellington. All right, think about this one. Bethesda, that's Maryland, that's DC. Okay, just think who in the Maryland, DC, Baltimore, Bethesda. We did meetings. As a matter of fact, I think it's even at one of the hotels we used to use on a regular basis, but we did tons and tons of meetings in Bethesda. It is a great, great hub to be doing business. I don't know who's doing that. What corporate, I think Jeff Pincock, the vice president of United States, is going to be the corporate person, but I'm not sure who the speaker is going to be. And then we got Indianapolis, we got Orange County. Okay, so now that's Southern California. Okay, because Fairfield is up north, so we got two there. Florida, it's West Palm Beach this month instead of Orlando. Okay, so it's about 3 hours further south. So you got people in South Florida, that's the meeting. But you got to look this over, because not only are these meetings in February, but a similar list of 20 to 30 cities is going to happen after New Orleans in March. Okay, so, New Orleans is 17, 18, around those dates. So the last 10 days to 2 weeks of March, there's going to be a schedule like this hitting the whole country too. So this is an opportunity for you to put fannies in the seats, and you don't need to be there. Okay. I mean, so look at all your customers, look at your distributors, look at who you know and have been chatting with on Facebook. And this is a chance to build your business outside of where you live. Okay. So let me stop the share on that. Okay. Let's see. April, do you want me to show the video of the special before you get started, and then we'll go from there?
Sure.
All right. Taylor at the company, and some of you have spoken with him. He left a video message for us the other day, and I sent it out on a text thread, but I know most of you don't look at your text and you don't watch videos on your text and stuff. I know you don't do that. So I'm going to take 2 minutes to show it now, and I want you to hear he's added an additional promotion for February on top of all the things that we've been talking about. Okay. And so listen closely. Let me put this up.
Okay, so here is our thought. We really want to push and promote the heck out of this 3-in-1 concept and idea. It's all about bringing in 3 customers a month and 1 consultant a month. Those 3 customers a month, we want to bring in with at least 100 in sales volume. The 1 consultant a month, we want to bring in with at least 150 in sales volume. It's this idea and concept that as you do this over time and as you teach your team to do this, the results will compound, and it will be a pretty incredible result at the end. We want to push this in February because we want to hit the ground running and have all the momentum with us come March 1st. And so as an incentive for anyone who can do the 3-in-1 twice in February, so that's 6 customers and 2 consultants, anyone who can do 3-in-1 twice, our team's put together a bunch of these really cool swag boxes. And so it'll include items such as, collagen, Axio, and then a variety of swag products, water bottles, sweatshirts, shirts, etc., to help motivate you and incentivize you and reward you if you are able to get this 3-in-1 twice in the month of February. Also, as a reminder, this is the last month for Collagen Cash. That's right, Collagen Cash is going away. We want you to take full advantage of it because we and you will miss it when it is gone. So take full advantage of Collagen Cash, push that this last month, and then see if we can double up on this 3-in-1 promo. Please push this to your team. Allow them to use this as motivation to run and really give us momentum that we need starting March 1st. If you want help promoting this or talking about it on a team call, please let myself or another member of the sales team know, and we'd love to help promote that for you. Let me know if you have any questions. Okay, so here is our thought. We really want to push and promote the heck.
It's great. He said, let us know if you want help with your team or whatever. Little did he know, I just saved his video and just used that. So it's like, why bother him to get him on live when the video said everything, and in just 2 minutes. So anyway, he sent that over the other day, and, the whole business moving forward is all about adding 3 customers and 1 consultant. Okay, that's what it is. So anybody that does it twice in February, okay, will get that gift box of swag items, including collagen, Axio, and whatever else they're putting in there. The other thing that I just want to mention, and some of you be getting calls from us, but I know a few of you have taken advantage of buying product in bulk, either in a doctor's program discount or when you've ordered a year's supply of collagen, anything like that. February, you may want to stock up for about 5 years or something. The 40% is going away. Okay, so I think April and I may buy about 10,000 worth of collagen or something, that's a nice discount. But anyway, April, are you ready?
I am, yeah.
All right.
Hi, everyone. Yeah, it was a great weekend. I see some of the people that were there and a lot more. And again, thank you, Jay. You're awesome. Catalina's awesome. Kim, you did an amazing, amazing job. It was what a pleasure meeting you. Got some more great testimonies. But my big takeaway from the weekend, and some of this you may know, but what I want to talk about really is just like all the tools. I think when we are looking to either add customers or distributors or consultants to our business these days, it has to be seamless. And I know at times we've mentioned different tools here or there, but it doesn't seem to be, that was probably the number one thing. I was taking a lot of notes with my phone during the meeting because everyone would come up and say, how do I do this? Or where do I get that? Seemed to be, and again, a lot of new people. So, certainly not the fault of anyone, but one of the things that we do need to make sure always is that we're able to pass that information on. So I have a few slides. One of them is the dates that Bobby showed you, and that's fine. We'll just go ahead and skip through that. Keynote, okay. And share. Okay. All right. So, this is a little big. Sorry to get this down, get it from play. Okay. So this is, and you may have seen this. This is something that we made up once before. And actually it sits in the team training page, but I want to go through it and I want to make sure that you know where all these places are, and more importantly, your people do. So I purposely kept this one sheet, and if you don't want to use our name, I don't care. It's a Canva form. We can go in easily and change your name, whatever you want to do. But I think it's so important that people know how to refer other people to sign up first most. A lot of times when people join us, they don't keep their ID number handy. They don't know where that is. But most importantly, they don't know who we are. Maybe you helped sign them up and they don't really know how to get back to be able to even manage their own subscription. Or more importantly, if they do get to the point where somebody wants to buy product, they're like, I don't know where to go with that. I don't know how to sign somebody up. So the very first thing that you want to do is make sure that they know what their referral link is. Their referral link is the thing that will always take them to their website. But more importantly, it'll take it there. So if they have a customer or a consultant that wants to sign up, if you, the distributor, ever don't know how to get to your downlines, referral site, all you have to do is where it says johndoe.lifevantage.com, like mine is wagner2.lifevantage.com. Everybody's got a name for their referral link and you can change it, but I really think you should keep it your name so it makes it easier if somebody in the upline has to help somebody sign somebody up for you. But if you really get stuck and they know their number, you can put in their ID number .lifevantage.com. That can be another shortcut. So, those are easy ways if you're helping somebody sign somebody else up. If they can put their referral link, their ID number, under their, make it a phone contact and put all that stuff under LifeVantage and all these different contacts too. So it's in an easy place for them to be able to get. The other thing you want to do is download the app. The app is great for certain things, but certainly anytime you want to track what your personal volume is, which is going to become really important as we're going to all aim for that diamond status or the 30% so we can maximize the compensation plan, or just to know how our organization is doing. I mean, if we don't keep track of where we are each day and make sure that we're moving forward, the last thing you want to see is any red on those two boxes. You always want them to be green to know that you're moving forward. That's on the app, and the app is easy to share shopping carts for people to get started or for products. So super important. And then just make sure your customers, everyone has a subscription that is set up Subscriptions can be pushed out. You personally can help a customer push their subscription out 2 months, 3 months. That calendar is now in the back office. I think it maxes out at 3 months, but it's there. And so there's no reason for anybody ever to be canceling a subscription. If somebody told me, I have too much product, I think I'm stocked up for too long, I'm like, no worries. Why don't I move it out for 3 months? And then I'll call you in 3 months if you really want me to move it out or do something. So try to do everything you can to make sure that they don't cancel that subscription, regardless of what's going on in their life, if they just got too much product or something they did. So we want to make sure customers, and I have a little bit of a customer training as well too. If they're on Facebook, and I know not everybody is on Facebook, and you don't even have to be an active participant as long as you've got a profile, we do have our team page. You know, every Sunday night call Bobby puts in there, unless it's like super private stuff we weren't supposed to tell you from the company anyway, that he might not tell it. But, you know, most always it's in there. So that's the link for that. And again, this is just a sheet. Bobby can text it out to you. The product page for Lifespan Matters, where all the testimonies are, you know, science, all that good stuff. That's the product page, Lifespan Matters. You can see the link. The LifeVantage distributor page, the page, not the group, has become important because they have Activate Thursday in there every other Thursday. So they've got some good stuff on that page. It's kind of open to the public. You're going to want to see that. As far as referral links that I use, and I found still people didn't know about the collagenactivator.com. Collagen Activator is a site that Bobby made up. It's just a website. It has Dr. Zan's video in the front, but then it's got a ton of before and afters. And we all know collagen, before and afters. So, you know, those are things that you should have in your phone and just be able to text somebody or, you know, be able to give somebody super easy, because collagen is really all about the before and after. I've used the heck out of that collagen site because it makes, I don't have to ask if they're on Facebook. I don't have to ask if, you know, they're on Instagram or whatever. I can just send that link and it's super clean and they go there. I'm not inviting them to a group anymore. So I think that's a lot easier. I also use the wellness.
April, tell them that's what Rachel has been doing for over a year.
Yeah, Rachel has hers. I do have hers if you want to see hers.
No, but I don't mean her site. She's been using a website instead of social media to show the collagen.
Yes. You know, the problem with social media is great is it's great to meet people, but you can't depend your business on social media because you never know, your account gets hacked, it gets pulled down, who knows what goes on. It's just, you know, it's a roller coaster ride. So, so referral links, Wellness Revolution Community is the one that I use that goes into all of Protandim. So again, depending on that conversation with that person, but those are the only two I use. I mean, it's like this or that. It's not a big, I don't have to think about these things. And so, you know, I think it's important when we're trying to get people on our products or in our business that this be seamless for us, that we don't have to think about it. We don't have to stress. We don't have to spend time looking for videos. These are just the videos that we use. That they're what I use. And, you know, it makes it easy. You get this or that, and it's easy to follow up. So Activate Thursday, like I said, Facebook.com/LifeVantage is a great page. Certainly use that. And then if you want to use the collagen pics, which is still a lot of pictures being added to it every day, just ask somebody to add you into the collagen pics, which is Messenger on Facebook. Real easy to do that if you want to pull pictures from there, put them up on stories or whatever. So, and then lastly, if for some reason, and we had somebody very dear to us recently was not getting texts, and sometimes it's a total oversight. It's never on purpose. But if you realize you're not getting information from us and you feel like you're disconnected or whatever, just text Bobby and ask them to put you on a text thread. We never want to be a pain in the neck and text too much and be abusive with that. But again, if you feel like you're just not getting the information, maybe, you know, somehow you inadvertently got lost, you know, or misplaced off of a text thread, and you know, that can happen easily. So do let us know. And then last, obviously, if you're on this already, is the Zoom every Sunday evening at 8 o'clock. So that's there. But this is on a one-sheet form, you know, just a Canva form. So when you have your new people getting started, make sure that they know this, they have this sheet so that they can, know where to go for these different sites. And when they have extra time and they want to spend more time looking at past team trainings, they go to the team group. When they want to hear more about products, they want to know about science, let them spend all their time in Lifespan Matters. You go to the LifeVantage group, spend all the time, listening to whatever is in there. But that is that page. So I thought that was important to get over because,
And I just texted it out to everybody. So they
okay. Again, it was missing in certain areas. So this is the customer loyalty program, and this is going to be super important. This is going to help keep your customers on subscription. So as we move into the new program, and we know there's going to be a price increase to offset the discount or the perceived discount that distributors get, there have this existing one-time reward circle benefits. So must be on auto ship February 28th. Latest drop dead date. So what happens is if you have an active subscription that rolls over on March 1st, you are going to be able to be in like this elite group of people or grandfathered in group of people that immediately start getting $20 reward credit for every $200 of cumulative subscription. Now we're supposed to be able to track what our customers have if they have money in their account. We can help them. At that point, we'll do a training on how to help people spend their money. Look, you've got $20, $30 there, maybe you need another product or something, but they can use it on existing, but they're just going to have to, put it there when they want to use it. But that will be $20 for every 200. And if you're like me, I've got a lot of subscriptions where people are $200, $300, $400, $500. So it's, they started on Tri-Synergizer. For them, their husband, they've added collagen. It's really starting to add up. So it would be important for them to see this. And again, that's on March 1st for those existing customers. They're also going to get an additional $10 as a reward for being on there, as we do some price increases. The second month we were told, if they're on subscription for both March and April, they're going to get a full-size product. And then everyone gets a full-size product on their anniversary date of whenever they started their subscription. So, if it was, January, next January, they'll get a full size, and that's a full size product. So these are some of the benefits that our customers are going to get. New customers will get $10 off every 200. And then once they've reached that 1,000 level, they will be grandfathered into this one-time reward circle where they get the $20 for every 200. So that's what's going to go on with this. But again, this is a time where you need to spend time with your customers. One of the things that I think I'm probably pretty good. I have a form that I use. I send thank you notes. You've heard me say this before. I send, samples of Axio and different things and thank them, for being a customer. But even I am going to amp that up because there's going to be a lot of money in keeping our customers, which is going to be super important. Okay. So this is, I think, really important. As important as it is to be able to have a short conversation with somebody, I always just say, I might have something that'll help you. And I'll send you a collagen thing, or I'll send you, the Wellness Revolution community. But when it comes to money, you don't ever just sit down and do the whole compensation plan unless you've invited them to a meeting in person. And even if you notice the meetings that Rachel and Tyler are doing, they're not going through the whole compensation plan. They're not saying, 30% here and 20% here, and here's your 10% and your 5%. You need to show money. We always need, just like the collagen, we show the proof. The proof is in those pictures. We want to show the money here. So, you talk to somebody about doing a diamond, and I don't know if Bobby, it was a great pump up before our meeting. I showed Jaya the people in our organization that already had diamond status was huge. It was just awesome. In fact, we had half as much as a top leader in our company who'd been around for 13, 14 years.
That's what got me excited. Brandon Cunningham, and I don't mean this in a negative way, but he only had 15, and that was 14 years. Yeah. And I'm like, well, we got 7 and 5 years, so we're not doing that bad, I mean, So it got me excited. So that's when I sent it over.
Yeah. And I told Jaya right away because we happened to be sitting together. So it was kind of funny. But this is the money side of it. And I've said this so many times in the last few days to potential consultants and stuff. If you can have 36 customers and even if that takes you a year, it doesn't matter. But if you can have 36 customers who are only buying just a collagen, one collagen a month, they're not buying Tri-Synergizer, no glow packages, nothing else, just, the 36 customers doing that, you earn $1,200 on that every month, that you're up to that 4,000, that diamond status. And again, we've got quite a few of us, so obviously it is very doable. But then you teach just two people to do exactly what you're doing. And now you're up to 2,000 a month. Or 24,000 years. It's not really when people get involved, you have to remember the mindset for most people is they're in a disbelief. The process that they go through is they decide to join, and then their first thought is, I want to get my money back, or I want to use my products type of thing. So, the money you can show them doesn't need to be millions of dollars. I mean, it just doesn't need. This is something that's very doable. And when you think about those people that are doing, 4,000 a month, think about salons. I know in Chicago, we had, if there wasn't a salon, it was something with skincare, some, clinics, I mean, all kind of stuff like that. So, maybe you're going to focus. I have gone back to all of my old doctors now. I've started, I think it was Thursday, I was calling a lot of them, because that income again and again and again is going to be super exciting. Not for profit, it's going to be super exciting to them. So, that repeat income is going to be huge, but this is an easy way to show people the money. Takes 2 seconds. You can draw it on a napkin. If you know this, like the back of your hand, 36 customers buying collagen each month, get you 1,200, add 2 more, it's 2,000. I mean, it's that simple. So I just wanted to throw that out there, because sometimes when we get somebody excited about the business, we're like, I don't know what to tell them about the money. I don't know what to say. So I think this is like the best slide that is out there. These are the dates. And this is one other thing. Rachel and Tyler are doing, I don't know how many of you saw last Thursday night, they're doing a Zoom every Tuesday, Thursday night. This is another meeting. This is another great way. If you've got somebody that's not near any of those events, that can't get to a meeting, I'd invite them to this. They did an amazing job. They've promised to do it every Tuesday, Thursday, 8 p.m. East Coast, 7 Central, 6 Mountain, 5 Pacific. But that's the Zoom link, that 515-515-2015. So you can take note of that. Password is 2020. They promised 40 minutes. I think they went 40 minutes. So it wasn't an hour and a half or anything like some of the things that they've been training on. This was a true kind of opportunity, so that'll help you get your 2 distributors, and then you need your 6 customers, and away you go. Don't forget to ask for the referrals though. The referrals are huge these days. I mean, I can't tell you, I think I was showing Jaya, I have an Instagram customer that she got and started through Instagram, and wrote the nicest thing on her wall, and then put another nice post in stories. And she doesn't seem interested in the business, although I got to tell you, she must be fairly wealthy. Her first collagen order she overnighted, so without any questions. And the shipping on that, Bobby was like, do you know what she did? I'm like, no, I didn't know that, but she wanted it really bad.
Shipping was almost as much as the product.
I know. So, but again, she's been a great advocate for me, just, trying to tell other people about the collagen. I think I've gotten 2 customers from her, and again, so I'll send something to her, that just to keep her happy. And she just likes when I love on her Instagram page, and, it's kind of mutual there. So, so that's that. So that's, all that I wanted to share is kind of the how-to, what I'm doing on a daily basis to, get people started. Let me go ahead and stop the share now.
Stop that. I pulled up the diamond thing. I'll just put it up quick. Did you stop sharing?
Yeah. I'm back. So you're good. Okay.
Can everyone see that or no?
Yep.
Let me just slide that over. Okay, so obviously, I was able to figure out who was already diamond qualified for the personal sales bonus, but I'm going to ask you for your help here. There's a lot of different teams on this call. If you would, over the next couple days, just check with your team. You can check their numbers. and let me know, just shoot me a text over with their names and their numbers. If they're, if it's under 500, I don't need to know, but if it's 500 or over, okay, anywhere from 500 to 4,000 in their personal volume, I'd like to recognize them. Okay. I'd like to, and honestly, I tried to figure it out today myself, and without clicking on 10,000 names, there was no way to do it. I just couldn't. And I know that there will be a tracker for this come next month, but I'd like to give anyone that's already qualified for the different personal sales bonus recognition for having already achieved certain things. And I just, honestly, I don't have time to click 10,000 names. I can't do it. But if you can look through your team and who's doing 500 or 1,000 or 2,000, you know who they are in your group. So just check it and make a list and just shoot me a text. Don't call, just text it over, and I'll put it all on a list, and we'll, and we'll get them recognized for, Onyx or Emerald or whatever they've achieved so far. April, you have anything else? I got one other thing and then I want to open it up. Is there anything else you wanted to cover? All right, let me stop
No.
this. Okay. We're not going to stop saying this for February, and I want you to really, really understand it when I'm saying it now. It's the biggest, best, most important month of your career. Okay. It's the only time you're going to get to take advantage of the old and the new at the same time. It's never going to happen again. Okay. It's just never. You heard the college and cash is going away. Okay. So we have an opportunity to not only earn 40% on everything that we do this month, including stocking up on inventory for ourselves if we want to buy bulk. Okay. But we have an opportunity to take advantage of that and have it kick right in next month when all these personal sales bonuses and everything else kicks in. And, they're going to be announcing 2 trips next month. One's going to be an incentive trip where everybody's equal, everybody's at 0, and it's going to be based on customers, consultants, and business development. You know how that is. That was Croatia, that was Ireland, that was all those Cabo, Cancun, all those trips. Okay, the incentive trips. And then they'll be introducing, I don't know what it's called, okay, but the next elite retreat, but it ain't going to be elite, okay? It's going to have some other name, okay? And it's probably going to start at the 80,000 level, which is kind of the new Pro 7 level, which is 20,000 less. But they're going to announce that the Jeep program is staying, okay, the My Life Venture, but whatever the qualifications are, they're going to go over that. So the beauty of us already being in the business is we are getting grandfathered into a million different things. Okay. We're getting to double dip. We're getting to count things twice. We're getting to carry things over. And this is the most important month. You have to be productive this month. You have to set a personal record for enrollments this month. Okay. I'm telling you, when you really understand the new plan, and you get a chance to reflect back on the old, you're going to want to be at peace with yourself that you kicked butt in February and took advantage of what LifeVantage offered you. Because you know what? They're a publicly traded company and they have a board of directors, and they didn't need to grandfather us all in with all this stuff. Okay, they could have just said, we're changing the comp plan, and that's it. Okay. And instead, what they did is they're allowing us to all double dip, roll things over, count things twice, all kinds of really cool stuff. And like I said, we want to help you take advantage of it. We want to do, where whatever we can, to help you take advantage of it. And for some of you that have been buying bulk, we'll be reaching out because, it's going to be different with the doctor's program and the bulk product discount and stuff. So we may want to stock up before April and I are working on that with corporate moving forward. And I'm not sure we'll have that worked out by March 1st. So how do we protect that? Buy a chunk before, and it buys us a little more time. Okay, that's how we do it. But April, any last thoughts before we open it up? Because I want to take questions on whatever.
Nope.
Okay, so hey, we covered a lot of stuff, and it's a very exciting month. It's a very exciting time to be in the business, but please don't be shy. If you have a question or you're thinking about something that was mentioned, so is everybody else. Okay, so please ask it, and we'll go from there. Just unmute yourself. Go ahead, Jaya.
When you are a diamond and you have already one existing Pro 4, so I have to get one more, or I have to get new Pro 4 too?
You got to get 100 Pro 4s. You never stop developing Pro 4s. It's the most important rank in the company now, because that's where the matching check bonus comes into play. So we have unlimited number that we can get. Okay. So all the old ones count, and you can get as many new ones as you can get.
Okay.
Yeah, there's no limit on that one. As many as you can develop, and the more you develop, and that goes both ways. The more you develop on your front line is unlimited, but even more important, developing them in depth under other people also is important. So the depth and the width are both important, but they're both unlimited. So obviously the more you get, the more you would earn. It's that simple. Good question now.
Hey, April, I got a question for you. You were saying about to postpone orders for subscription for a customer, like for 2 months or 3 months.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Are you saying that you go in there and do that? Because I haven't had.
If you're full service, I mean, I have customers that have been with me 25 years from the old company. I mean, some of them don't even have emails. So I'm full service. I go in and maintain their whole account. If it's a customer that's doing their own, I'll show them how to do it. Whatever they need, I can be full service or total hands off, but I do let them know that they do have the option. If for some reason they got stocked up with too much product or something, that rather than cancel it, I'd rather pull it out, move it out the shipping date. Even if it's past the 3 months, I would move it out the 3 months and say that I was going to call them again, even if it needed to be moved out.
Well, I was just wondering how much you can do when the account has not.
You can't do anything on their account unless you set it up.
Yeah, you have to have their password. So again, it depends.
Email and password.
No.
Just
Well,
their ID and
their
password.
ID number and password.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So, and some people, it's funny. I make a joke out of it more recently. It's like, I can get your name, your phone number, your social security number, your date of birth, your shipping address. And then I ask them for their Facebook address and they freeze on me. So it's just like, I don't know, but some people just give me everything and they never hesitate. And so I can manage their account. I know their passwords. If they don't want to give me their password, I'll just show them how to do it. So whatever their comfort level is.
Right. Thanks.
Yeah, actually, it's very easy to show them. Just ask them to log in. Their subscription comes, they can go and edit it. It's pretty easy. So that's what.
Yeah, very easy.
Yeah, the only problem that you run into is if you are up against it time-wise. If there's an auto ship going out tomorrow, if there's, if the month is ending, then you got to make sure it gets done and you got to walk them through it on the spot or do it for them because there's a deadline. If it's the beginning of the month and it just needs to be something by the end of the month, then you just got to, if they say they're going to do it, you got to be looking at it to see that they do it and give them, if they don't, give them a week and then remind them, about it. And, it's just good old fashioned customer service actually is all it is. Who else?
I have a question along the same lines. This is Angie.
Hey, Ange, go ahead.
So, if you have a customer that has more than one auto ship and you're switching them around. So for example, I have somebody that wanted to decrease their order. I wanted to leave their original order in place, but I pushed it out. So I knew what it was. But then I went and I did like just 3 NRF2s for 1 month because they're overstocked. Do you have to worry about keeping the original auto ship in place, or is it just as long as there's one auto ship that'll keep them active?
As long as there's one, they'll stay good. I don't know, unless it's going to a separate address. I don't know why anybody would need 2 because they could do it in 1. I guess if they're coordinating it with how they get paid, or if they're shipping it somewhere else, maybe they're buying for their mother or a relative or something, then obviously there would be multiple auto ships. But you know,
We just have
remember,
we have a large order that we pushed out for 2 months, and then we just did a smaller order to cover this month.
all right, so just keep in mind a lot of the things moving forward, and this is more, actually, this is beneficial for both the customer and us as distributors or soon to be consultants. A lot of the rewards, the bonuses, and the qualifying things are going to be based on 100 points. So you just want to keep an eye on that. Like when I played that video before of Taylor, he said for a customer ordered account, it needs to be 100 PV. You know, for the distributor ordered account, it needs to be 150. So just kind of keep that in mind, because I'm not sure if they had one for 80 and one for 40, that's going to count as 120. I'm not sure that it's going to work that way. So it's just something to keep in mind. And again, these are all the gray area things that as we get into next month, we'll see, you know, how it is. But unless it's being shipped to different places, put it on one, you know. And again, if somebody's buying something in bulk, then you got to do what you got to do on that. I hope I answered that. You know, I'm not sure. Like I said, when they're doing these promotions, sometimes there's a minimum point value that's tied to it on an order. And I'd hate for you to not get credit because it was broken in 2, when if it had been combined, it would have counted. So, but we'll find out.
Bob, there are some people who just want to have Protandim. So they have to accumulate like 3 times they buy, then they get the 20. No, once they reach the 200 points, then they will get that $20.
Right. And those are the ones where if they're just a Nerf 2 person, just a Protandim person, even then, if you can get them to order 3 every 3 months,
Yeah.
that will most likely benefit them and you, instead of, you know, and avoid 3 shipping charges. You know, where they'd only have 1 shipping charge on it. So if it's, you know, if they have the cash flow, if they have the credit and it's not a, you know, a money thing, if all they're using is Protandim, you're always going to be better off if have them order the 3-pack. You know, you can get the 3-pack and do that every 3rd month, you know, and that would be better. So we'll keep an eye on those things, folks. These are, you know, we can never guess and figure out all the things that are going to go on when changes get made. It's impossible. So we'll keep our eye open, and as things come up, just ask. What else? Anyone else? Lynn, you got anything? Joanne, Noel, anybody?
So Bobby, are you saying that if I have a customer, I should start telling them to put themselves on the every 3 months, 3 bottles of NRF2?
You don't have to do that, but you'd save them 2 times on the shipping.
But then, just so I'm clear, that means that they qualify for those bonuses and the anniversary date because they're on auto ship, and each order is over $100.
Well, and again, that's part of what you got to consider, because if they do not stop the subscription and they just are on a 3-month subscription, then that's not stopping it. Okay, they're on a 3-month subscription, and you know, that's still good. The thing that you got to watch out for is, and again, this is why there's just so many things that come into play. Are you relying on the points for you to qualify your business with their points? And can you live with the fact that you're only going to get to count them once every 3 months? And I don't mean you, but I mean, these are questions that, you know, come up because somebody may be relying on, you know, customer orders to qualify them because they're new in the business. And they may want that 40 or 50 points every month instead of the 150 points, you know, every 3rd month. Okay. So that's why I said, you know, Noel, there's not one answer.
Okay.
There's just not, you know, there's more than that. And it definitely, April and I have always lived with this philosophy. Always do what's right by the customer. Like, remove yourself from the equation and do what's right by the customer, because it's easy enough to go get a few more customers to make up for the volume that you may need. And you never know the appreciation they'll show if you just save them $15 or $20 in shipping. The message that they get is you care about their money and spending and are looking out for them. And that goodwill goes a long way, especially when it comes to referrals. Yeah, that's why April gets a zillion referrals. People just freaking love her because she loves on them and she cares about it.
I always tell the truth. I was telling Bobby, I had a lady off of Instagram. She posted something about sleep. And so I went in and I started to talk about the AM PM, not realizing that what she was alluding to is she had a 4-year-old autistic child. And I said, oh no, I have no track record, no test, nothing. I can't go there in good faith. And she said, okay, no worries. Can I order the collagen? I was like, I was just kind of blown away by the whole thing. But, you know, because I did right and I said what I really thought, you know, even if I didn't like something, I would tell somebody. I've learned that if I don't like a product, I will say that's just not something I use or I like, you know, but if you're honest with people, it'll go a lot further.
Thank you.
Anyone else? Any other questions, ideas? We got, you know, we really need for you, and you need for you to dig in this month. You want to have your most productive enrollment month in your history in this business. And we'll make some comparisons next month to show you what it meant by doing that. Okay, we'll give you some ideas on that. But anything else, April, or we'll call it a night?
Call it a night. Yep.
Any last minute questions? Anything come to mind? You guys good? Okay. You know how to reach us. I texted the sheet April talking about. I sent it out. I'll get it posted or updated in the group if April didn't already do that. But the mini goal for February is the 3-in-1 twice. So you get a goodie box of stuff that Taylor was talking about. Okay. And you know, it'd be a nice way to finish the month. And if you're in New Orleans with us, and obviously we're hoping you all are, there'll be a gift waiting for you there that you'll have to figure out how to get home with you. So have a great night, everyone, and reach out if we didn't cover something. Okay.